Good evening, YouTube. Today is Sunday, February the 22nd. The 22nd? Yeah, 22nd of 2026. And it's roughly around 7 o'clock p.m. Pitch dark. We got some snow today. It's all gone, but it came down pretty, not pretty good, but it came down. Had a nice little stuff on there. I don't think we're supposed to get anything. So, I was cleaning out my vents. Just gonna clean out my vents. Haven't done it since I got it. And I accidentally turned it off. The power switch is right there. And I moved my hand and turned it off. And so the battery kicked in. But my computer shut it off. So I'm thinking that it's not switching fast enough. It don't switch fast enough. So I want to see if it switches fast enough. Let's see how long it takes for that battery to kick in. So I'm gonna use this light here. Sorry about that. I'm gonna use that light and see how fast. Because that computer, you can see when I'm supposed to turn the computer, it's on that screen, okay? So let's just flip a switch real quick. That's power going out. And let's see what happens. That's for the inverter. My fault. Hold on. Let's do this real quick. All right. That's for the inverter. I just turned the inverter off. That's what happened. I wasn't thinking about that. Yeah, I wasn't thinking. The inverter got shut off. So there's no way for me to do this quickly. Got this down there. Stupid cat climb is in the way. Let's see how fast that turns off. See the light? Let's see if my computer shut it off. It did not. So that worked. Cool. Computer did not shut off. So the switching over, there's the cord. It's running on the battery. So the switch over is pretty quick. So this computer does not shut off. The power goes out. The cat climb sucks. I'm gonna move that over here. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm tired of messing with this. Plugging it right here into the wall. There we go. So I'm gonna have to go back here no more. Yep, there we go. So the UPS switch over is pretty quick. The monitors didn't shut off, computer didn't shut off, so that's pretty good. All right, I hit that switch and came back in here and the computer was off. I'm like, what? And then it dawned on me when I hit the switch, I literally turned the inverter off. So that's what the deal was. So that was a quick video. So all right, guys. Well, you have a good evening, and if you guys are in that blizzard, I hope you guys are took the warning, seeked refuge, or got stocked up on your stuff. And hope you guys didn't play around. Well, it's just a storm, no big deal. We got snow here, a month ago or whatever. I got triple screen. It's pretty cool. That came with the computer. This monitor and this monitor, the same monitor. I got at the pawn shop, and you can tell the color. I don't know if you can tell on this, but the colors they're not real good color wise, but they are good. I was watching this living in the that's Nomad Brad there. I like his stuff. The only bad thing I don't let go on, is that um, he doesn't have an 8 to 5 job. I mean, he has a job, he makes money, he has a income coming in, but he doesn't have to go and report, to a building, or he's not stuck that way. And there's jobs where you travel, like nursing jobs. So there's people who do this, that travel and stuff, but he has a decent income, so allows him to do this, and it's cool watching him build these builds. Eventually, that's why I want to have a box truck and live out of it. But I need to start out as a camper. I was almost going to go this weekend to get that slip-in camper for $250, almost, but I'm going to drive 87 miles, and I just don't want to drive 87 miles and get there. And the bad thing is I have no help. I don't have anybody to go with me to help me load it. Some of the pictures, I just, and asked the guy, was it come with jacks? And he goes, yeah, I think there's jacks with it. I think, he doesn't know. And I'm like, dude, I think there's jacks. It's different than there's yes jacks and there's no jacks. And he didn't like my response, so I ain't getting that. I wasn't going to drive out there out that way and look at it by myself, and don't know if it had jacks with it or not. That picture showed it up on jacks, but it only showed the front two, didn't show the back. It did have a good water leak on the ceiling up towards the sleeping area. That roof was falling in, so I don't know if it's weak on top or not. He just wouldn't give really answers. I mean, I asked him a lot of questions, and he just didn't want to deal with it. He just, I don't know. It seemed like he didn't answer half my questions, and took him days to get back with me. So I would really like to have it, but I'm just not driving 87 miles and look at it and then get to the point where, or something happens where I can't get it into the truck by myself. I'm stuck. And I asked him, I said, is there help for me to load this? Meaning, can you help me to load this? And his answer was like, I don't think so. I don't know. He says something to that extent. If he really doesn't know. And I'm like, what? And when I talked to him, on just through Facebook Marketplace, I'm like, I'm by myself, so I'm gonna be coming by myself. I said, is there help to help me load this? Can you, or somebody help me load this if it needs to load it up? And he's like, I don't know. I don't think so. I don't know. And it's a yes or no. So whatever it is. But that's the start of the show. Hey, there she is. So it is what it is. I had a 3-day weekend. I'm like 3.5-day weekend, really. Got up to work. I had only a couple customers on Thursday, and I had carpets in the morning. I had a couple customers in the afternoon, late morning. I probably got back here about 2 or 3. Then I was off rest today and Friday. I had no customers on Friday, and I get the weekends off. If I'm really busy, a lot of work, I just throw it off on the weekend. But I haven't worked a Saturday in a while. So I haven't been outside. What's outside? I didn't go outside Friday. Went outside yesterday to I'll go get me something to eat. So I talked to my daughter. She's a manager at Taco Bell, and came back home. And then this afternoon went out to start the Jeep, make sure the Jeep started. Was going to change the front 2 tires, but I wasn't going to work in the cold, in that wind and cold. I'm not going to do it. I'm not getting paid for it, so I just started the Jeep, started the truck, let it warmed up for a few minutes, and then went off and got gas in the truck. And got me a little pop, sugar free. It's almost bedtime, guys. So I just want to let you know about the vevor. So when the power grid does go out, well, you see my computer, right? It's on, up and running. So let's go. Yeah, let's do this because I can sit here and I can sit here and do this real quick. I don't have to bend over too far. So 1, 2, 3. And let's see where it's at. Yep, still on. Cool. That is a pretty quick switching. Cool. I didn't hear it kicking up a little bit. Yeah, I took off the sides. So it's pretty cool inside. There's a nice little filter, 2 screws, nice little filter inside. And then on the other side, it's vented just like this. There's the case itself has these little holes in it. So that's pretty cool. So, all right, well, that's too long of a video. Most people don't watch this video this long. That's cool. Still haven't figured out the solar panel issue. I figured it out, but I haven't had a chance to throw them out there. It's been cold. It's been wet and rainy and not sun all day long. Tomorrow I'm gonna have to go down by me that I call it a bicycle chain. That's what we call it back in the old days, when you literally took a chain and you wrapped your bike around the pole and put a lock on it. You know, I don't know what's called now, a rope or whatever you want to call it now. Yeah, so we used to carry a chain with us wrapped around our seat, and when we went to the mall or somewhere in, we just take it, wrapped it around the spokes of the bike. We ran it through the frame, through the back tire, wrapped it around the frame into the front tire. So I've had bikes stolen where you wrapped it, around the wheels, and they just went there with the ratchet or something and took off the front 2 bolts to the wheels and the back 2 bolts of the wheels and took the frame and left the wheels. So, all right, well, you guys have a great day.